How's it going, everybody? I wanted to do a really quick video that I think there's a small gap in the communications space. A lot of people have opinions on communications, especially out in the field doing small squad work, but nobody ever talks about trying to evade getting detected. So I thought I would maybe make a little video on that. While I had a little room on the bench, I don't have much of a bench right now. I see a lot of talks about people building man packs and what radio has more wattage compared to another, but I don't really see any conversation about using just enough power to get the message across without getting detected. So I put together some stuff I've been playing with and trying to test to see if power can be dialed in more precisely than just the high, low, and medium settings on the radios themselves. So what I want to talk about here is my current setup is actually degrading the ability for your signal to get out. I have one of my favorite radios here, the 2IT MD 390, and I have an extension cable with a 30 dB attenuator on the stock antenna. And I have the antenna on the back because most of the time you're moving forward to a contact, so why would you put your antenna on the front if you could block some of the signal with the back of your rig? And what this does is a 30 dB takes about 1 watt out of the signal. And the UV390 on its lowest setting is about 1.5 watts. So with this attenuator hooked up and the radio on low power, it gets out roughly about 1,000 feet, which is usually about as far as your group is when you're moving into an area where you have to have reduced visibility in the RF spectrum. I have a couple other demonstrations here too. Like I have a push button attenuator for my Yagi where I can dial in how much attenuation I want. It goes all the way to 90 dB. I have stubby antennas on the radio that I always carry, which is also my phone. And this is a compromised antenna, so it only goes a short range. Another great example would be digital burst modes, where you can do like and FL Digi, or and FL message, actually. I keep getting them confused. And then you also have these. These are older radios that can't really come across anymore. These are tri-squares. They are in the 915 megahertz band, and they are frequency hopping spread spectrum. So after you key up, I think it's between 10 to 15 seconds, it hops to another band. And they're 915 and 1 watt. So they don't reach out very far, and they're actually pretty secure for what they are. But I thought I would make a short video about that because nobody seems to be talking about evading detection. They're always talking about how far they can get out, which seems to be like a ham radio mentality, not really a comms perspective mentality. Because most of your aerial assets and stuff fly above 1,000 feet, 2,000 feet. So being underpowered like this setup is well better than running an open radio with, say, a large whip, full-size whip. And I thought that would be helpful to maybe jog some attention towards actually being quieter rather than power hungry. But it's a short video. I thought that would spark some interest. Got any comments, let me know, and I could bring some other things up. Thanks.